And we are now joined by driver the number five, Hendrick Motorsports, Valvoline, and HendrickCars.com Chevrolet, and more importantly, two-time defending Sonoma winner. Kyle, thanks for joining me today. We'll get started with that. Thank you. And how's your day going from Atlanta Motor Speedway Echo Park now?
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's been a nice day. Flew here this morning and just kind of been relaxing. So yeah, excited to get qualifying in here in a little bit, and then yeah, get fired off for the race tomorrow.
I'm curious. Obviously, we're 2 weeks out from Sonoma. You are the defending winner. How did last year's win kind of compare to the first one in 2021? Did it kind of make it a little bit more special to win again last year? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they're both special. It's always special, I think, to win at home and have friends and family at the racetrack. Friends that don't typically get to go. I think is the coolest piece of it. Um, I mean, both races kind of, from what I remember, very similar. Like we had the dominant car in both of the races that we won. So hopefully going back again will be just as good and can go for another win and hopefully catch Jeff Gordon there someday.
Well, I was actually doing some research. It's funny you mentioned Jeff Gordon because if you were to win this year, you'd be ranked tied for third most all time in Sonoma wins, but with your buddy and friend Tony Stewart. What would that mean to catch up to him there and eventually caught up with Jeff Gordon?
Yeah, I mean those two guys are kind of my heroes of racing and really looked up to them. So yeah, I it'd be awesome and we'll just give it our best effort. I think that's all you can do going there, but it's tough. The field is really really tight and it gets tighter every time we go back to another or go back to a track again. So I don't anticipate being as dominant as we were last year, but hopefully we'll still be really strong.
What do you think of Shane Van Gisbergen? And obviously, we just saw what he did at Mexico City. You got Chicago Street Race coming up before that. He is obviously really good on road courses. What has he kind of done to elevate all you guys at the cup level to where he's going to be a threat every week?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think he's by far way better than all of us at the road course stuff. So, I mean, like Coda, I was surprised. Like he's really good, but he was kind of just more normal to all of us. And then yeah, Mexico, he was crazy fast. Um, let's see, I guess we got Chicago coming up. He's gonna be crazy fast there. And then yeah, we'll see. I felt really good at Sonoma last year, but you never know. I mean, him in the field could be way, way faster than what we were. So but yeah, it's fun racing against the caliber driver that he is because yes, it makes you elevate your game and try to figure out how to be better. And yeah, he's just got his own unique style. I don't think really any of us are able to heel toe like he does, and I think that's a big advantage. As well as growing up doing that style of racing. He's got a lot of laps doing that stuff. So, but yeah, being around a guy like that, it really makes you step up.
I'm curious also, as you know, this date has changed from early June to mid-July. Maybe I talked to you about it in Vegas. That was months ago at this point. Now that we're getting to that point, what do you think with the date change? Do you think that it's going to be a little bit more slick? What do you think the track's going to be like with this date change?
Well, it's definitely gonna be, I would imagine, hotter. Like, I feel like a lot of times in June, it's still kind of cool temps. So yeah, I think being in July, it's definitely gonna be hot. So yeah, with that, I mean, the pavement will probably be a little slicker, but honestly, I prefer it to be in July. I want to be able to sit by the pool and not be cold, with the breeze rolling in. So yeah, I think it's gonna be more enjoyable for everybody that comes in town and likes to experience Napa.
Now, obviously, this week, pivoting to this week, you are taking on Tyler Reddick as part of the in-season tournament. Two Northern California guys facing each other. What are your thoughts on this in-season tournament? What a great draw for us people here in Northern California to have you two facing each other.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. I like the concept of it. Um, it pays a lot of money to win. I think it rewards consistency. Um, so yeah, I would have loved to go up against somebody a little less competitive than Tyler in the first round, but you know, you're gonna have to go through somebody good eventually. It's just I think we'll have to go through somebody good every week with the way our bracket kind of looks. But um, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's just Atlanta's such a crapshoot, so hopefully we miss a wreck and can be battling up front.
With the in-season tournament, do you think that this is a way to kind of test to see where you're at for the playoffs? I mean, it's kind of the same concept, kind of not. What are you hoping to gain out of this besides obviously the $1 million?
Yeah, I don't think it matters as far as like judging where you're at for the playoffs. I mean, we judge where we're at every single week, racing against all the cars that we'll be racing against at Phoenix. So the bracket deal doesn't change any of that. It's just I think it just adds another storyline to the season, which is important, I think, to have in the summer months. Um, so yeah, I think it's like I said, I think it's a great concept, and I'm I'm imagining there may be some tweaks to it, as we get through it, and you know do it again next year, hopefully. So, but yeah, I think it's a great start.
Another thing I'm curious about when you come out west, you may or may not know the NARC King of the West Series is racing at Petaluma on that Saturday. You obviously just got out of the sprint car yesterday. Is there any interest to run that race at Petaluma Speedway just down the road when you're here in Sonoma?
I thought about it, but no, I'm not going to run. Napa Valley is just too nice. I want to just relax and spend it as vacation. You know, lay by the pool, eat some great food, drink some wine, and just be a cup racer for the week.
Makes total sense. And also talk while we're talking high limit, I know Calistoga Speedway is opening up here in my area of the woods for Labor Day weekend for the Louis Vermeil Classic. What are your thoughts on that? And with you being one of the owners of High Limit, is there a chance we maybe get Calistoga on the schedule next year?
I mean, obviously, I would love to have a high limit race at Calistoga. I think it'd be huge. But yeah, I think there's just a lot of stuff that kind of has to go into the works to make it all logistically make sense and make sense for all parties involved. So yeah, we'll definitely be paying attention to Louis Vermeil and seeing how that goes. I imagine the crowd will be awesome and the racing's gonna be good. I hope that the facility is in tip top shape. And yeah, can treat the fans to a great event. So yeah, I mean it's a historical racetrack in an awesome area. So yeah, you want to see places like that, racing. And yeah, we're happy to have Calistoga back just in the sport in general. But yeah, hopefully on high limit schedule in the future.
That's awesome. I also want to ask, obviously, I was in Vegas when you guys had your high limit show there with NASCAR weekend. That was a blast, honestly. Two of my favorite series in one weekend. Can't complain. But I want to ask about your relationship with Corey Day. I've seen as the year has gone on, you and him work really tightly. He is running the Xfinity race and the ARCA West race at Sonoma. Have you done anything to help him prepare for that race? What's your relationship been like with Corey Day?
No, honestly, like I don't really help, that much, with tips and whatnot. I feel like I was that type of driver when I was his age where I just kind of wanted to figure out things on my own and I get the sense he's that same way, which I really respect. I think a lot of times that's how you learn more is when you just kind of figure it out on your own. So yeah, I'm always here if he has any questions, but I feel like he's doing a good job and he's really improving a lot here, the last month and a half or so. So yeah, we'll see. I hope he can maybe click off some wins here. It'd be awesome for sure if he could win at the home track in California and kickstart hopefully a lot of momentum for him.
Honestly, Sonoma's a heck of a road course to get your first road course start at. I mean, what are the challenges that you think he may come up? I mean, this is obviously the tough road course, Kyle. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's ran a handful of road course races already, the Trans Am stuff, and he actually went to Sonoma,
Mhm.
qualified well. He just got the pole at Mid Ohio this last week, so he knows how to do it. He's an extremely talented driver. So yeah, the car will be fast for him at Sonoma. So I expect him to do a good job, and hopefully we can limit the mistakes and be there at the end to have a shot.
And then obviously, Kyle, we all look forward to seeing you in Sonoma. Thank you so much for your time today. I really look forward to seeing you at Sonoma and take care, man. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kyle.
See ya.
See ya.